Hey friends. Um hey, I just wanted to let y'all come and join me, and we're going to make a banana pudding. This would be a fun thing to create with your kids, because what kid doesn't like bananas and vanilla wafers, vanilla pudding? We're going to add some condensed milk to it. We're also going to be using some Cool Whip. So we are going to build a banana pudding, and I'm going to take you along on the journey. And I want to say thank you for tuning in to Kids for the Cross Cooking. We are definitely going to do something fun, and please get your kids. And if you have some bananas, some vanilla wafers, and pudding, and Cool Whip, you could join us in the fun of creating a banana pudding. And I'm going to be putting my banana pudding in one of these pans, just a roaster pan. It has a little plastic lid that goes with it. So I'm going to set up a few things right here and get started. And we are going to get started on making banana pudding. Okay, so as you can see now, we are mixing the pudding with the milk with the mixer, and I am doing voiceover because that my mixer is a little loud, and I didn't want it to be too loud because you really can't hear me talking. So I'm basically just mixing the pudding up, and like I said earlier, you can definitely have your children help you by using a whisk and stirring it by hand until it thickens up, or you can have them shake it in a jar. That's always fun with kids. Or if your child is old enough, you could actually have them using a mixer to be able to mix it up. And so it doesn't take too long. And as you can tell, I'm removing my mixer at this time, and it is kind of thickened up. I can kind of showing you a little bit there that it is thickening. The milk is thickening, and as it sits, it will get more thickened. But I'm going to actually place my pudding in the refrigerator to get it thicker. Okay, so I have placed the pudding in the refrigerator so that it can kind of gel up a little bit. And while it is gelling up, it shouldn't take too long because it's 6-minute or 5-minute pudding. So that shouldn't, by the time I get through forming my layers, it shouldn't take very long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and line the bottom of this pan with some vanilla wafers. And then we're going to, on top of the vanilla wafers, we're going to make oh goodness, I am having difficulties. The scissors don't want to cook. I'm gonna just pour some cookies in here. We're gonna take some of these crushed ones, put them back in there. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna line the bottom of the pan. And don't worry, I have one box here, but I also have another box just in case I need it. I'm making a small one. I'm not making a big. We have a small gathering this afternoon, so I'm not making a whole lot. So we are putting these on the bottom. And once I pour the first layer of pudding in here, what I'm going to do is I will make another, go around the edge with the cookies and poke them into the side as well. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a knife, a butter knife, and we are going to cut bananas, slices, into the sorry, I have a particular knife I'm going to work with. So we are going to, and these bananas are very ripe. I tried to find some fairly ripe bananas because most of the bananas I saw were kind of green in color, and the ones that I'm going to be taking to. So I'm just going to cut, and where they fall, and then I'll place them. But basically, you could have your kids slice the bananas on a plate. They could sit on a plate and slice them, or do this. If you teach them how to do it the right way with a butter knife, they can't hurt themselves with a butter knife. So just teach them how to cut, and just cut your bananas up. I don't want to get one more banana cut up. And I may have to get, I wasn't going to use all of them, but I think I am. So I had 5 bananas, and I thought, well, I just used 3 for this, but actually I think I am going to use all 5 of them. Make it very banana-y, nanny-nanny. I think I'm going to cut up half the banana, then we'll have a banana and a half to go with the next layer. And so we're just going to kind of layer these out in one layer, the bananas, and then they can help you. I remember helping my mom make banana pudding. Very easy. Just kind of layer out the bananas. And I think we are almost ready to do the next mix still. So I'm going to grab my milk, and I'm going to be right back with the pudding. So here we go. All right, so we got our vanilla pudding out of the refrigerator, and as you can tell, it has gelled up really nicely. It's very puddingy. And so we're going to add to our pudding because we're going to make it rich. The name of the game is making it rich. So what we're going to add to it is some sweetened condensed milk. I'm using Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk. We're going to add that to it. And this is going to make a rich pudding. Now you can use store brand condensed milk as well. You don't have to use this particular brand. It's what I grabbed up in the store when I was in the store. Usually I use store brand. I'm not particular about things like that. And then what we're going to do is we are going to fold in the milk as well as half of this Cool Whip container. So I got a big, large Cool Whip container, and I'm just going to put half, just half of the Cool Whip. Just half. So we're just going to fold that in, and you can have your kids stir it. It's good exercise for them with their wrist. So you just stir it up and fold it in. Of course, you know I'm not doing a good job folding because I'm wanting to get it in a hurry. And then after you have added your Cool Whip to the mixture and mixed it good, and you get it into your layers, and you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to set up even more because you've got a good mixture here. So I've got my pudding, I've got my It's making a nice, creamy, vanilla cream, kind of cream to go on top of my bananas. Y'all have to excuse my pets. I've been out this morning and I just got home, and usually when I get home they like to kind of play in the area where I'm at. They're kind of a little bit of a nuisance when it comes to that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pour about half of my mixture into the plate here and just kind of spread it out. And then I'm going to do another layer of cookies. Thought I was going to go down the side. I may have to go down the side after I put the second layer. So that's one layer, another layer. And then on this one, I'm going to actually have to put the cookies down one at a time instead of throwing them in the pan. So we'll just place them. Again, you can have your kids do this. And why not? Let them have a cookie. Let them eat a cookie. Vanilla wafers are so good. I'm refraining. I'm definitely refraining from eating one, because I do like my vanilla wafers. So you just keep putting them in there. And I'm going to use the cracked ones like this for a topping. I'm going to crush them up for a topping. But you just keep adding your cookies in a layer. And again, you know, like I said on the last video, use this as an opportunity to talk about math. We got 5, rows of vanilla wafers, and you can actually, talk to them. Let's find out how many vanilla wafers we're going to use to cover our banana pudding. We have 5 rows, and how many columns do we have? We have 5 rows, and we have, let's see how many columns we're going to make. And then they look at it and they count and they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 5. What's 6 times 5? 6 times 5 is 30. We've used 30 cookies. Did we use 30 cookies on the bottom? I don't know. But, maybe we did. So then we're going to top it again with the remainder. Uh-oh, I think they're moving on me. Whoops. Okay, y'all see a blooper. Okay, got a blooper going here. Excuse me while I try to get all the goodness out of this bowl here. Don't want to leave any behind. Okay. All right. So I'm going to try to fix my problem. I think we'll just cover them up. Nobody will know the difference. Everybody likes cookies in their thing. So I think it's too liquidy. I don't know what I did. I must have did something wrong. I thought I did it right, but I must have did something wrong. It's too liquidy, but I think once it sits in the refrigerator that it will get a little more solidified and more solid, and maybe those cookies won't be trying to float their boat. Okay, so I would top this with the remainder of the Cool Whip, but I do want to wait until it sets up a little bit more. So I'm going to go put this in the refrigerator so that it can set. And then I will top it with my Cool Whip and then crush those cookies on top. So I may go ahead and just crush some cookies on top. That can't hurt. And then maybe we can just put little dollops of Cool Whip on top. I don't know. Banana pudding is so good no matter how you make it. So I'm just crushing. You could have your kids crush it in their hands and just kind of run it on top. Just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. Of course, I'm not using the broken pieces. I'm making my own broken pieces. All right, so I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, let it sit up. Then I may add some Cool Whip on top of it because I want to give it a little bit of a Cool Whip. And I think that's your banana pudding. And I'll come back and show you a picture of what it looks like when it's done, and if I decide to put the cream on top of it. Thanks, bye. I have to come back and tell y'all I forgot a step. I put those cookies in there and quickly put the pudding on top, but I forgot to cut my bananas up, that other banana up that I wanted to put in there. So I'm just gonna randomly cut this banana and just let it fall where it falls. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. I skipped a step. Yep. I looked down and saw my half a banana over here, and I was like, wait a minute. I was supposed to put that in there. So I've used a banana and a half, or 2 bananas. I wonder if I should go ahead and put this other one on there. Because if I cover it with Cool Whip, the bananas will be under the Cool Whip, although they're going to be brown, but that's okay. Banana pudding with brown bananas, that's pretty much a given. We kind of know that, right? So let me cut off a bad spot off of this banana, and we'll just fill it up. Fill her up with bananas. We'll get bananas all over it. Why not? Sounds good to me. Well, after all, it is banana pudding. Oops. Alrighty. Okay, so now I'm going to, should I go ahead and put the Cool Whip on top? What I'm afraid is that Cool Whip is not going to be smooth unless I let it sit for a minute. Let me see. Let me check my refrigerator. Okay, so, sorry. Get my camera. So this has been sitting in my refrigerator, setting up, and so now I'm going to top it off with the rest of the Cool Whip. So I'm just going to dollop the Cool Whip in spots, and then we'll just kind of spread it out. And that will be the end of our banana pudding. And I'll probably crush up some more of the vanilla wafers. And I can't lie, after I put the pudding in the refrigerator, I had to eat a few of those vanilla wafers, and oh, they are so good. So definitely buy extras so your kids can eat on some, have a few in between while they're waiting on the pudding to set up. But we're just going to take and dollop this on top, and that is a banana pudding ready to be served. A little bit of Cool Whip on top. It's a thin layer of Cool Whip, so it's not going to be like all Cool Whippy. So I just go around, cover up my, it's kind of like putting a meringue on top of it. Like my mama used to my mother used to cook the pudding. Make the custard, make the meringue. When we were kids, she would actually cook banana pudding. And we would have the cooked version of banana pudding. But just put that in here like this. And a little bit, stir it around. And just do a little swirly. To kind of give it a little decorative top. Cover up all the parts that want to come undone. And then I'm just going to take and top it with some fresh cookies. And we are done. How easy is that? And what a fun project to do with your kids. So here is your fun dessert that you can make with your kids. And you can have them crush up the cookies. And that's a whole box of cookies that I've used. So from the ones that I put in the pudding and the ones that I'm crushing on top, and a little handful that I ate. And when I say handful, that's probably about 8. They're so good. So good. Anyways, so this will just top it off. So be sure and like the video if you liked what you saw. Be sure and cook with your kids. Have fun with your kids. Do a little bit of math while you're doing it. But give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, the Kids for the Cross Cooking. The channel is as Creative Inspirations of Our Heart, or CI Heart. But I'm adding these videos, Kids for the Cross, because I just want to reach kids, and I want you to enjoy having time with your kids and developing memorable relationships with them. And I just, I pray that these videos are a blessing to you and your kids, and I hope that you find joy in them and fun and enjoy them. Y'all have a great day, and happy Father's Day. If it's kind of past Father's Day when I'm going to be showing this video, but happy Father's Day anyways. I'm making this for my dad for Father's Day. So y'all have a great one. Bye.